Sam McCallum had surgery yesterday. He had a fracture of his fifth metatarsal. So we had the surgery and probably expect him back after the World Cup break. So a bit of a blow, but it is what it is. I think fortunately Dimmy didn't need the surgical route, so it's more of a conservative approach to his recovery. So it'd be wrong of me to put a time limit on that one as well. No, they've all come through the game really well, which is pleasing. A first start for Sarah for I think since April, something like that. So good for him to get 60 minutes into his legs. A number of other players, AJ got 30 odd minutes and others as well. So yeah, it was good for them on the midweek. Yeah, it is, and as I said on the night, it was a deserved victory. We didn't want it to go to penalties, but I think we're thankful for the fans who turned up on the night. It was one of the biggest crowds in the first round of the cup. Being a CSF night as well was excellent, and I think a penalty shootout just adds to the excitement, especially for the younger kids who were there on the night. Well, we weren't sure whether Villa would let him out, to be honest, but he was one that we'd spoke about amongst ourselves as a potential one to come in. We felt that he would certainly be loaned out again. He went to Cheltenham last season. We both know him. The three of us know him intimately. Obviously, Liam worked with him in the FA Youth Cup success, and me and Shaky had him within the first team as well. So we know what his capabilities are, and that was the reason really. Yeah, he is. He's very well liked in the dressing room. I think the dressing room knows what he can give to the squad. But yes, you're right. He's going to get judged on goals and assists, and he probably hasn't got anywhere near where he would want to be at this moment. But give him time, and he certainly will do. Some strikers take their time to start hitting the goal trail, and I have no doubts that he will when he gets the opportunity. He doesn't, but there's only we've only brought in 4 new players, and there's only 2 or 3 who've played so far. So the majority of the players have played with Timu and know Timu. He's only played 2 games so far, and he was unfortunate not to score in the Wigan game. The first game that we felt that we weren't good enough overall as an offensive team. But the Wigan game was more of what we're about. Milot, Todd, Kenny, Dowler, they've all played with Timu and knows the service he needs. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much manage them from game to game, but we've got a programme there for the ones who don't play to make sure they work hard enough. So we had a full training session on the pitch straight after the game against Wigan to make sure when they come in Sunday they're all at the same level again. So between the coaching staff and the performance team, we're getting them right in the right position we need them to be playing games. And the great thing about getting through the next round of the cup is that there's another game as well for the players to make sure they maintain their fitness standards. Yeah, there's been a lot of outs, that's for sure. You can never say never. If players don't get into the squad come the end of August, then they might be knocking on the door and asking whether they can go out. But for me, as I said, at the moment I'm quite happy with the players that we've got in the squad. I think we've got enough depth there now, and as I say, having them in the stand for me is not a problem. We should have had them in the stand last season. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're top heavy at the top of the pitch at the moment. With the injuries to the 2 left backs, it leaves us a little bit light. It was pleasing that John Tonkinson came in and done well, which gives us 4 centre halves who are fit and available. And hopefully Sam Byram getting back to full fitness as well adds to the ranks there. But 2 left backs getting injured leaves us a little bit light in that area. Yeah, I mean, they've had a good start to the season. They've got the win against Bristol City and a draw at Preston, so 2 decent results so far. I thought they were slightly fortunate to get a penalty against Bristol City, and I know Nigel Pearson certainly was as well. So, it's a game that, again, we're going to concentrate mostly on us. And if we put in the sort of performance we know we can, then we can go and get all 3 points. But, yeah, tough place to go. Yeah, he is, because he's proven that before. I remember speaking to him at the end of the season about how his season had gone, and he was, wants to play more football games. And I asked him his best position, and he said, "I don't care as long as I play."
Does every footballer say that? Because they always say that when we ask.
Not really, no. Some people will tell you what their best position is, and that's where I want to play. But he was pretty much, no, I'll play wherever. And you can see that from Lungi that he will play wherever.